The Immaterial Games podcast with these guys. Jesus. So now we talked about now that
stick a pineapple up your tube.
what the fuck?
I've got
How is that about
Let's not
pineapple?
stick no pineapples up nowhere.
I've got
Now we're talking about...
pineapple pen.
Oh. Right.
Apple,
Stefan
pineapple, apple
started.
pen.
Stefan started.
Well, welcome to the craziest Immaterial podcast opening that I've ever had to experience.
And
Open
busiest.
Gundam style.
Yeah. My name is Ryan. I will barely be your guide through this predicted hour of absolute mentalness, games discussion, and
Shall I
talk
just
about
do what I did last
geography.
week?
What did you do last week?
Well, yeah, I ruined all your perfectly good intros you had planned for every star.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd prefer not.
That wasn't last week actually, because
We got 5 people here.
It
Let's
was
at
last
least
week.
try to be, on top of things.
Yeah, let's just go.
I'm
with
still
it.
telling
2
you,
hours.
I can walk to Canada.
Right.
You
No,
can't
it's
walk
not
to
happening.
I can. I swear to
You
God.
can't.
It's not happening. You are not fucking Jesus. I mean, you are also not fucking Jesus, but
Grammar is important. So is
Yeah,
punctuation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Phrasing is kind of important as well.
Well, why is it when I ask on Google, is there a way to walk from Canada from the EU, all I get is Canadian trading minister walks out of your EU trade talks.
There we go. There's your proof.
Yeah,
Right,
he
so,
can walk
anyway,
out the
He
trade walks.
can't
I
walk
can
to
walk.
Europe, and neither can you.
Yeah. So, anyway,
It's his
moving
job.
on.
Let's focus
Crazy-
on games.
Yeah, the crazy one you hear in there is Stefan. And then the one trying to calm the crazy one down, that's Duncan.
I'm the one
He's
who's
not
in
trying to
Canada.
calm.
I'm an expert on Canada
Walking.
to EU transportation. I happen to know that is not possible.
Yeah.
Why would you do it though if it was?
Fuck no, that would take like 3 months.
And would most likely end in drowning, though probably not by walking. Who else have we got? We've got Darius.
Hello, everyone.
And straight here from inspection, ready to see us for the first time in months, and watching how mental this has become. It is the one that we used to call the General, the one that we now just call Stephen.
Hey everyone. Been a while.
So,
3 months now, I think?
Yeah, 3 months. You've done your tour of duty.
In the Amazon
your work.
warehouse.
Yeah.
55-hour weeks. Yay.
Yeah, 55-hour weeks. So yeah.
Honestly, that's not bad for the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deployment on the Amazon front.
Yeah.
That's why the benefits of being a general, I guess. I mean,
A little bit.
Yeah. You just order everyone else around, which is
I
actually
have been
quite
doing
funny
as well,
'cause,
which is good.
Good start. So yeah. So now that we've had a weird whole bunch of talking about geography and other random stuff that that filled out 10 minutes, let's move on to what's being played. The first part of the show, the one that we always call the games, or what we've been playing, or as I think I put it in a little intro segment, what's been played. So, Steve, you've not been here for 3 months, so off you go. What game have you played that you would like to talk about this week?
There is one that I've played for about 45 minutes just before I joined the podcast.
45 minutes.
Count
That's
it.
a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Counts.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I quite enjoyed it so far for the 45 minutes I played. Did not expect Leonidas right at the start. That was pretty funny, but yeah.
Wait, Gerard Butler was at the beginning of the game?
Wow. Not quite, but yeah.
Ah, okay.
But no,
Well,
it's okay so far. It looks fantastic. I'll just have to play it. I've already been advised that I need to level up my bow and arrow. That's pretty important to take out mercenaries from what I've been told.
Assassin's Creed Sniper Assassin.
Yeah. And other than that, not really been many other games. I think I mentioned on the best of episode that Fallout 76 was a massive disappointment for me. And I mean significantly. I'm not happy with that game at all. But other than that, there's not really any of the
No
new
refunds.
titles yet.
Sorry, mate. There is no refunds. You cannot
Yeah,
give
no,
it back.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no refunds. You buy that mess, you are stuck with that mess.
I'm glad I didn't pay full
Um,
price for it. I only paid 30 quid, so I'm alright.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pay for it because I haven't got it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But yeah. So there's a little mini segment of this I want to call of how Ubisoft is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So yeah, how bad are the microtransactions?
I didn't touch any of them so far in the 45 minutes I've played.
Oh, good. How necessary do you think the microtransactions might be to play the game?
I don't know at this moment. I hope they're not that important, but I'll see.
Yeah, I feel like I'm interrogating Steve here, but you know, I'm just sort of like making sure.
Interrogating
It's
the general?
punishment for being away.
That's a court-martialing.
I know, yeah.
No, he gets punished for being away. He's not being at his table long enough to be at war.
Hey,
The
I'll have
war
you know a new
table.
series is coming up on the channel soon. I just haven't had the time to record it. But I will be doing.
Yeah. Yeah, be battling aliens.
Yes. XCOM.
He'll also be
2.
battling terrorists if he gets around to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We're trying and get you around for some Rainbow Six at some point.
Yes, we will. We'll do
Um,
that. Don't worry about that. Game's installed now, so...
Fair enough. And my last question on that then, Steve. The leveling mechanic in Odyssey, does it look like it should be there?
It seems a little slow for me. I'm at level 1 still. So...
Eesh.
I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I need to spend more time on it. Like I said, I had 45 minutes on it and that's it. That's all I've had. So it's just the opening bit of the game.
Yeah. Fair enough. Nah, that's cool. The defense rests, Your Honor.
Okay.
So now we will move on to who should I choose next? Darius.
Yes.
You know what the question I'm about to ask is.
No, I don't.
What have you been playing? Yes, you do.
Well, I've been playing nothing, to be honest.
Oh, well, that's quick.
Yeah, probably. Well, what I was playing. I was playing a little bit of Tabletop Simulator
Ah, yes.
due to, let's call it job-related thing.
Mhm.
So I've been playing a little bit of that. However, I am not able to tell you the title at the moment. That sucks.
Ooh, mysterious.
Secrets.
That sucks. That really sucks. I want to, but I can't.
Nah.
NDA signed
That'll
for.
be fine. Oh, NDAs. Hey, remember, I've been used to NDAs. Anthem. Yeah, but
Fuck.
to just
Ooh, phone call. We're having someone calling us or office.
yeah. Let's if we could just get that to the secretary, that would be
I'll
that'd
get it.
be great.
What else I've been playing? Because of the last podcast, I've been playing a little bit of Faster Than Light.
You got the FTL bug.
Yeah.
Racists.
Have you managed to beat the rebel scum?
I get to the end, however they beat me.
Mothership troubles.
It's basically, my crew was almost dead before I get there. So yeah, that was kind of sucks. What else have I been playing? Literally lots of small games which I've been playing. Nothing really big. Because I've been a little bit too busy with work related to games, which I'm not able to talk to. Sorry, guys.
No, that's fine.
I've been playing Peggle.
Hey, Peggle.
Peggle.
Okay.
Good old
I just asked
Peggle.
you. So I just have to say on that, who's your favourite master?
The one which split the balls is the not hamster. What was his name?
The other one, because the hamster's the one that does the weird like.
Yeah, the one who eating the trees.
Ah, yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beaver?
Hey, I think that was his
Beavers
name.
eat trees?
Yeah, the beaver. Yeah.
Yeah, he's my
Beaver don't
favorite.
eat trees.
Well, they chew trees in order to make dams, and then they look at their creation, and they go, damn.
And then they make a lot of cementing paste, apparently.
It's a nice game. You can either get relaxed with it while playing, or you can already get frustrated.
Well, yeah, it depends on whether you want to sit there and go for that ridiculous goal of completing every level of Peggle by taking out 100% of the pegs in every level.
Oh no, that's not for me.
Yeah, but all right, cool. No, that's
Sorry guys, not much for me today.
No worries. I hope you get a less hectic week that'll just give you a bit of time to relax. But yeah, we'll move on to Steph.
What?
What have you been playing?
Oh, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Gas.
So, I say I've been playing, I'm currently still playing it right now in the middle of this podcast.
Oh my god.
Bastard.
Wait, who's a boring?
Jesus.
And you're talking about faster than live.
Oh, we're boring, are we?
Well, it was past Steve.
Oh, you dick.
Wait, who started speaking after Steve?
Darius?
Me?
Oh, so it's been one person.
Yeah.
Wow, so you zoned out on Darius.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice to see he feels appreciated, eh, Darius?
Yep, very much.
Yeah. Alright, go on then, Pokemon Master.
I'm not Pokemon Master.
How many balls have you fondled? Pokeballs, I'm referring
Hold
to.
on. I'll tell you.
He's got a stat!
I have 154 Pokemon caught.
That's
That is a lot of balls.
154 balls.
That's more than 154 balls. That's
Times
a
that
shame
by
you've
about
got them one at a time.
77 pairs.
Times that by at least twice, because a lot of them I've had to at least use 2 or 3 balls on.
Fair enough. And how is it then compared to Yellow?
I want to battle wild Pokemon again. But I do
Yeah.
like the whole candy thing. Of it. I can send them to Professor Oak, and he gives you candies to be able to boost your stats up of your team.
Yep, he just puts them in a great big hydraulic press, crushes them down, and out
It's
pops
what it
candy.
seems like. It's like, I'm going to give you these Pokemon that are really fast. Oh, here's some speed candy for your achievement.
Yeah.
Where did the Pokemon go? You'll never see them again, don't worry.
No, yeah. It's like,
Oh no, don't worry. I'm just doing research, and then I release them
why
back
does
into
the
the wild.
speed candy have a feather in it? And where's Pidgeot gone?
This tastes very irony for some reason.
He's a very evil guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, the worst thing is, and it's in every single Pokemon, Nurse Joy is the most evilest person ever. She always hopes to see you again. She hopes that your Pokemon basically gets defeated and you have to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
I
picturing
think
this
there's
now.
more
It's like,
suspicious story behind that, but yeah.
So either that, or she's like a super flirt, and she's just really bad at it. Like
Yeah.
she wants to see you again. She doesn't
That's what
care
I'm
about
thinking.
seeing your Pokemon.
That's the thing I'm thinking.
why do I feel someone's going to get turned into a red blocked blob?
Oh, that'll be you.
Hey, what?
Do you think you can make? Do you think you can make Pokemon trainer candy?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Right, and yeah, now that we're looking at this, the weird oak cartel seems to be a bit concerning now.
Mm-hmm.
What?
We're just-
It's oak drugs. That's what he's probably calling them. I make oak drugs. What do you make them out of, Professor Oak? Pokemon.
Oh,
What Pokemon?
Jesus.
Whatever Pokemon the trainers don't want, my child.
Well, just this whole idea, we don't need to.
No,
we don't need
you
to.
know
We
what?
to do
already
the drug trade
know.
anymore.
We already know that people eat Pokemon. It's not that new.
And plus Pokemon eat Pokemon.
yeah.
People eat Pokemon. Pokemon eat Pokemon.
Pokemon eat people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pokemon eat people.
Fair enough. Circle of life.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the Pokemon
Survival
seems
of
like
the
a
fittest.
really dark fantasy.
It's not fantasy, it's actually real. If you actually check some of the Pokédex entrants for some Pokemon, they are terrifying.
Yeah, they can be. One is a sandcastle that eats children.
Yeah, that eats children. Vileplume. Is it? No, not Vileplume. Weeping Bell. and stuff like that. That's meant to attract people to it, to then force them into its mouth, for it then slowly dissolves them.
Yeah.
Pokemon are people.
And remember, this is a wholesome family kids game, children.
It is.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
Pokemon
think
would be a
it's...
horrible world to live in.
Yeah.
Mm.
See, I don't know if this is something like Duncan might get, or if it's just a Canadian thing or something like that, but I think Mr. Rogers would be appalled if he
What
knew that
What about Canadians?
children's TV thing, Mr. Rogers.
Is Mr.
maybe
Rogers
American?
Canadian? He's
I
American.
don't know.
I mean,
Here's something.
He's
Yeah,
something over your
I think I
side.
might got the wrong side. Yeah, some on your side of the
I
pond.
think I might be confused here. I think it may have I think he may have got a start in a Canadian programming, but I'm pretty sure he is an American.
Ah, right, there we go. So it kind of works. But yeah, he'd be turning in his grave now if this was the way of teaching children how to care for things and how to strive to hit your goals and stuff like that. Would you like to be my neighbour? No, unfortunately that neighbour's died because he just got gobbled up by a plant.
Oh, and you looking after them Pokemon? No, I'm making them fight each other.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an experiment and see if I can get Spoink to bounce in the smallest amount of space possible to see how high its heart rate can go.
Yeah, so Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah, that's true,
work-
isn't it? Spike jumps with its heart rate, if I remember. And if it ever stops
Yeah.
jumping, it actually dies.
So what's that you found out about Mr. Rogers there, Duncan?
Mr. Rogers got us. He did work in Toronto for 3 years on a show called Mr. Rogers, which I guess is the precursor to the actual Mr. Rogers show.
Ah, there we go then. See, we are teaching each other and our audience of some things. So as we move on from the more you know, thank you very much, Steph, for horrifying us now with even more reasons to turn Pokemon into a horror franchise.
Yeah, but one like Voltorb, classed as a possessed Pokeball.
Maybe.
If I remember right, yeah.
Either that or Electrode, wasn't it?
Voltorb, Electrode, both the same. It's just one's upside down.
Yeah. Roof. Ruff.
This is going
Anyway.
to be the podcast that is never ever completed without me getting interrupted by something.
Yeah, this is actually the Immaterial Gamers podcast hosted from London Zoo. And Steph, you sounded excited.
I found the most creepiest thing ever. Cubone. Wearing
Oh,
the
the what?
face of its mother. Well, the head
Yeah.
of its mother.
Yeah.
Which is Marowak.
Yeah.
So what the hell's Marowak wearing?
It's wearing its own head. I have to admit though, Marowak's head is not the same shape as Cubone's.
Nope.
It doesn't
And it does
make
not
any sense.
fit that shape of that skull neither.
They're also a lot bigger than Cubones.
So, yeah, after that horrifying stuff. Duncan, what have you been playing, mate?
Okay, so I haven't been playing a whole lot, honestly. I have a couple bit part updates, and before I move on to my main thing. I have been playing a little bit more FTL this week for the third week in a row. I can't stop. It's a real problem. I need help. This week I've been focusing mainly on trying to see if I can beat the game on hard mode. That's not been going well. I think I got the furthest with the stealth ship. I got to sector 5 or maybe even 6 with it before I died.
No.
It was going well, but you get one bad encounter in that game, and it's just everything's on fire. Your weapons have been disabled for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the few members of your crew that you have are just doing everything they can to stop the ship from burning down, and they're just peppering you, and it's well, nothing I can do about that. So that has been going mediocre.
Oh.
Other thing I did, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. Steph and I have done some test recordings for playing Rainbow Six Siege together.
Oh, yes, I've heard.
Yeah, we're trying to see about how easy or hard it is to get the get it edited together and get our audio balanced and all that. I haven't gotten any feedback on our latest test yet from Stefan, so I'm not sure how that's gone.
Yo, have you sent me the video yet?
I mean, did I not?
No, depends which email do you send it to.
Okay, maybe I didn't send the video, but you did have your video. You have your end of it. You would at least be able to know how our audio sounded.
Oh yeah, my mic is an issue. For some reason my mic comes really quiet through Streamlab, OBS. For some reason.
Alright, guess I'll have to try and fix that.
But it's work in progress, but it's something.
Work in progress. We are approaching a solution. We're hoping to get some Rainbow Six play sessions recorded for the channel.
Yep.
Featuring myself, Stefan, hopefully Steven, maybe some other people.
Darius.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
maybe a Ryan every now and then if he joins.
Maybe a Ryan every now and then.
Yeah, I'll see what I can. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. You know me.
It'd be awesome if we could get 6 people in there. Do 3v3.
Yeah.
It'd be a little fun. But yeah, so we're still working on that. That's a little ways out. But we'll do what we can.
Duncan, you know what we want? Us two versus all. You and me versus all of them.
Us versus everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, but is that what everyone wants?
No, because you're
probably.
I don't know.
You'll probably all lose.
Yeah.
You and me versus, let's see, Darius, Danny, Steven, Ryan. That's 4 people. If we could get a 5th person, that'd be interesting. 2v5.
Might be able to get Matt.
Maybe. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I say.
Let's see. That's still on the horizon. Still, we're getting everything sorted out technically.
Cool.
But the only thing I actually really played this week, I played a little bit of Pandemic board game.
Yes.
With my family.
Cool.
We seriously should try playing the Legacy.
Yeah, kind of need. It's the thing. We kind of need people around with everyone's schedules as they are. It's
a challenge.
A challenge to say the least. But
I say blame work.
Yeah.
Just everyone's work, just not an individual.
Just work and the
work
needing, the
need of money.
The need to hold down a full-time job while doing this hobby for fun at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't have a full-time job, but I am a full-time student and a part-time worker, so it's pretty much the same.
I blame Ryan for not advertising properly.
I advertise as good as I can, mate.
No, we should have something in like time TV.
Funny. All right, cool.
At least dead hours. I'm sure you can get it cheap enough, like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Doubt it. Hell, Facebook requires 35 quid to boost.
Does it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they say, boost at like £14, and that's for like 100 views. The engagement at the moment that we've got is already showing at like 40 odd, so it's not really gonna do out. Anyway, that's not the point. How did that game of Pandemic Legacy go?
We've played a few games.
Just normal Pandemic, even.
Just regular Pandemic, yes. So we played a few games. How did we play? We also cracked open the expansion. Actually, we have a. I can't remember what it's called. It's a green box.
Which one is that one?
Is the one which lets you play as a disease?
Oh, it could be this one. State of Emergency.
That's probably the one.
New challenges, more diseases, hinterlands, and the Superbug Challenge. A disease that cannot be treated threatens the world. It's probably that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the one that's always interested me is it's like what Darius has said. It's like Yeah, where you're diseased, but there's actually another. Is that actually where you're diseased, or is where you're someone actually sabotaging?
You're like a bioterrorist who can
Yeah.
make the disease spread better and interfere with the other players.
Oh, that one. I like that one. I like the sound of that one. But yeah, there's just a lot of them, and yeah, like Darius said, we have to try and do a legacy at one point.
Yep, that sounds like a good plan to me.
So should we explain Pandemic a little bit?
You can briefly.
So basically, it's like
It's a type of the game which trying to screw you on 3 or 4 different ways. So you have only one winning condition, but you can lose on 4.
Pandemic is a game where you're a bunch of disease treaters who are trying to defeat infectious diseases around the world.
It's something like that, yeah.
It's
and you're
a fun
drawing
game
basic. It's mainly a card-driven game. There is no dices, nothing like that. All the actions are done by drawing the cards basically, or discarding them. You have 2 separate decks. One deck is for diseases, where they spread, and the other deck is for players to draw from. The objective for the game is to cure all of the diseases, but to do so you need 4 or 5 cards. I'm not entirely sure how it's in the basic game at the moment, because I've been playing Legacy for too long. So I think you need like 5 cards of the same type, and yeah, you need each player. One player needs, let's say, 5 cards. Need to get to the lab and find the cure, and you needed that 4 times for every single disease.
Yeah, a lot of the game is basically like just stalling for time while people draw cards and exchange cards.
Yeah.
You know, it's like stop things from outbreaking just long enough for you to cure the disease and not die.
So you can die, you can lose the game, for example, when you run out of the player cards, the diseases spread out too many times.
If there are 8 or more epidemics, you lose. Or if you run out of disease cubes to place. So there's a few different ways to lose.
And
which makes it a little bit stressful.
Yeah, and in the Legacy, there is few extra. It's like kind of because Legacy is like a mission-specific play. So for each mission, you have a little bit different objective and additional condition for losing. And if your character die, because the character can die in Legacy, you have to rip the card and throw it away.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Pandemic, everyone.
It's an interesting card game. It's an interesting board game. I kind of like the cooperative games. I'm all for competition and all for trying to beat other people, but every once in a while it's fun to just kind of like sit down and work together as a team and trying to figure out how best to beat this thing, you know. And it's great when you've got if you're playing with a game of 4, when you have a set of experienced players who all know what they're doing and everyone can kind of like weigh in and help with the strategy, and you know, we can vote on like figuring out what the best course of action is, planning out moves a few turns ahead. I like it. It's really fun.
Yeah. That's all good. So yeah. So we had some sort of little technical issues, but yeah, we'll get that sorted. Right. Well, I guess we'll wrap up with me, and I've got a Sword Art Online problem.
If you playing Sword Art Online, it's probably a problem.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I'm living. That's fine. But, you know, last week I was talking about playing a Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment, the one set inside Sword Art Online. I may have gone a bit over the top, because now I have all 4 currently released PC Sword Art Online games now in my library over the week. So there's the one that I played this week as well, which is Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet and is set in the universe of the VR game Gun Gale Online. So it's a third-person shooter / visual novel.
Fatal Bullet. This is a little bit redundant, isn't it?
A fatal bullet, yeah, as opposed to those non-fatal bullets.
It'll be like Soft Puppy.
Sword Art Online, soft puppy.
Big Space.
Yeah.
Deep Ocean. Like, why we even...
Yeah. Sword Art Online, expiring time. Yeah, but still, it's a third-person shooter / visual novel, because I'll say this. I played about 2 hours of it, and I've been in combat on the game for about 20 minutes. I did a tutorial, and since then I've been running around, walking to all the cast of Sword Art Online, because magically in this universe it follows on from Hollow Fragment, so it's everything's happened that has happened in the anime of Sword Art Online, except it's happened a little bit to the side. So everyone from Sword Art Online has magically transferred to Gun Gale Online, and I mean everyone, even characters I've never played yet, which are in the other 2 Sword Art Online games, which I've not currently looked at yet. But yeah, you're supposed to go around through dungeon maps, killing stuff, avoiding getting killed by other players and other enemies, because it does have a point of being PvE and PvP. So, you know what I'll be avoiding.
PvP.
And, yeah, of course. Yeah. No, I don't like it. But yeah, it's the reason I say it's visual novel is because it's just character interactions on and on. I mean, you're not actually playing as Kirito for a change. You're playing as random Gun Gale player who's the best friend of one of the high-ranking players, and you meet all the cast, and you'll sit there and talk, and maybe then you'll get a choice between one or 2 slightly similar options, and then you'll talk. And I'm actually wanting to know when I get to the gameplay, because at least with Hollow Fragment, you could keep playing the game, and there'd be little bits of conversation that you could skip and do stuff. But all this conversation seems integral to the game, and it's not driving me like Hollow Fragment is. But I'll give it more of a shot, see what happens, and we'll move on from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, Sword Art Online problem. 2 weeks ago I didn't have any of the games, well maybe had one, but on a PlayStation. Now I've got 4. So that'll be fun to go through. But let's move on to news time. The news, and we are going to try and do this because we're going to be about 40 minutes in by the time we cut stuff. Let's do this lightning style. By lightning style, I mean just quick, concise.
2 minutes each way, yeah.
I thought
we'll
you
see what we
meant
go.
the lightning from Final Fantasy.
No, not the light. No, we're not going to do it with complete disdain for absolutely everyone but my sister.
Excuse me?
Well, that's as far as I'm concerned, that's Lightning's character, isn't it? She absolutely hates everyone but cares for her sister above all else.
Yeah.
God, the way you put that, I was like, oh my God, there's some serious beef between Final Fantasy, Lightning Magic, and your sister. I don't know, I didn't even want to get involved in that.
No, that's not where we went. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to this one.
Right.
Let's go from the top. Right, first one. Black Ops 4 infuriates players by adding markers next to those without DLC.
Lol.
This was Darius's one. This came from Kit Guru, and it's already been, just to confirm that it's already been sorted within like hours of this person posting this.
That's not right to point out people haven't got it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, apparently that was a glitch in the system.
Yeah. A glitch.
I'm not really
Yeah,
sure
but
how.
But that just means it's there and accidentally reactivated it. Sorry, didn't mean that.
Yes, exactly. It's like, why would it be there if it was never intended to be used?
What testing purposes does this feature serve exactly?
Just to probably let everyone else out. Look at all these poor people who haven't shelled out on all the DLC. Look, you'll want to drop them out of your groups. Now, this actually links in to something that happened months ago. Don't know if any of you saw a story about Activision wanting to try and, or they patented a way of trying to do monetization through suggestion. So putting you in gameplay or putting you in games with people who had DLC in order to try and market you to get said DLC, which would then put you against people who haven't got it, and then causing a chain of people.
Oh, so it's basically
just buying all their stuff.
Pay to win thing.
Yeah.
They're
in
beating
sense,
me
it's
because
like,
they've got better DLC. They've got these better guns because of the DLC, so I need these guns, so I need to pay for it now.
Yeah, and then you yourself will end up being the shill, because you'll be walking around with your nice flashy pink gun, and everyone will be just sat there just like, oh, I want that pink gun. Oh,
how do you know I have a pink gun?
And then it just keeps going. Eh?
How do you know I have a pink gun?
Because it's you. It's going to be pink, or lime green.
It's got to resemble Frank in some way, isn't it?
I don't know how true. That's the only thing I can. I wonder if that's the reason I've done that link to Frank.
Yeah.
Because of the pink.
Yeah.
Because I was in that pink gang thing on GTA before I met Frank.
Yeah, but yeah,
I met Frank.
Between Frank and Trevor, we've got a bunch of well-adjusted people. But yeah, no. End of the day, this is just a case of Activision and Treyarch being called out on their shit, and then them realizing, because of the Bethesda situation where they are always getting called out on their shit.
Bethesda.
They've had to pull it back.
You gotta be really careful about bullshit right about now. People are hyper aware of companies trying to do sketchy shit right now.
Yeah, exactly. And this isn't gonna help. As we move on, I should also explain. This week, Bethesda haven't done any more damage than they already did last week. So let's give them a round of applause there.
Yay. So it's like, can we have like a counter, like 1 week since Bethesda didn't fuck something up?
Yeah.
Days.
7 days since Bethesda didn't fuck something up.
Yeah. So it's great. They're just still working on the last fiasco, the Deverin fiasco. Once they've all caught up on that, I'm sure they'll be able to find something, something to screw up, and we'll be there to then comment on some news pieces, commentary on this situation. So. Yeah,
they'll accidentally leak the entire sequel to the game that hasn't even been made yet. That's like
something will happen that way. But we'll move on to PC gaming now. Yeah. So Steph, you like
Atlas.
yes, you do. Do you want to say this one then? I'll give you this one.
To be honest, I've only seen what you've posted, but I know all of Atlas's servers went down because of people doing this. And I think I spoke to you about this actually before you put this up. This is how I know about it. And I've watched all the videos of people of it. And
what is this thing that people are talking about? Would you like to introduce what's going on?
Atlas is a pirate game made by the company who make Ark Survival.
Yeah. But and here is the headline that's come with this: Atlas admin account compromised, used to spawn planes, tanks, and giant whales.
Oh, and tanks, planes, tanks, and giant whales.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Pretty much, where the automobile in this case is the whale.
I want to drive a whale.
Yeah. So yeah, like fresh on the idea of them going all Bethesda and people realizing that the Atlas was Ark, sort of reskinned. Don't know if you saw that, Steph, about the guy who managed to get into the admin menu for Ark through Atlas. It's like you could on the beginning of the game, you could go down the options, and then once you'd gone past quit, you could press down once more, and it wouldn't highlight anything. And the moment you push that, it brought up an ARC interface. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Credit to Sid Alpha again for that news piece that I watched and I had a laugh at. But yeah, this one, someone has managed to access the admin account and went onto the North American PvP server and just what's the best way of saying this? Fucked it up.
Yeah, cause but then he seemed to have picked streamers to do it to, though.
Yeah. Yeah, just so he's ghosting streamers, finding people, and yeah, I'm just loving this. Here's a streamer almost being struck by a falling plane. Yeah, just just random World War II planes and tanks just coming in. So just all these assets that the guys behind Ark have just got stored. And just drop them in.
Shiver me timbers! That flying boat be a quarter knot in the air. Now it's a tenth of a knot. Now it's a 20th. Oh God!
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You're sat there trying to sort out your pirate ship, and someone then brings in a panzer. It's just it's like what the fuck? What's going on?
I want to see tanks versus pirates. Let's see that MMO.
Yes.
Oh, that's in the third video of this, isn't it? Tanks versus pirates.
Yeah.
I'd like
Pirates
to
of the
tell you,
Caribbean would be so much
Duncan,
more interesting if it took place during World War II.
The ocean beats tank.
It's just great. I'm just loving this. I'm just loving this last paragraph on here. That this actually also seems to have. So it's actually a PC gamer quoting Rock Paper Shotgun and stuff like that. But yeah, the latest after several delays last month, the game finally launched onto Steam Early Access, but still suffers from performance and stability issues and a variety of bugs that included accidentally giving NPC ships machine gun cannons that destroy players within seconds. Yeah, right. Okay. Yes, we found it. We found this skip or this skip.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
We can take it out. Yeah.
Fire the cannon.
Yeah. So it's just ridiculous. But well, we'll see what goes on. So from the odd buggy stuff to the odd Sims stuff. So also from PC Gamer, you can now play the Sims music through Alexa.
Yeah, we tested it and it didn't work.
Yeah, we tried testing it through the podcast. And Steph, who did it say that we were playing? Was it Sam's music?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little odd, but yeah, apparently EA mentioned in a press release that Sims will now have the option, according to PC Gamer, to drive their entire household crazy with hours of music from The Sims, along with Sims trivia and Sims facts. Unfortunately, as far as I'm concerned, if you can't get your Alexa to then start speaking in Simlish, I'm not great. And they seem to have cross-promoted this because of the fact that they put a virtual assistant in Sims 4 called Lindsay.
Oh, ever?
Is it?
Yeah. So now Sims can have their own virtual assistant. Oh, that'll be wonderful. Just watching a Sim go up to it and go, Lindsay, rabba-dabba-dabba-do, and then it just responding, boop boop, flimma-dimma-day.
I gotta be honest. When I first read that article title, I thought it said you could play The Sims on your Alexa.
That's
you could just play a game of The Sims entirely with audio commands and with no visual cues. Apparently, you can do that with Skyrim.
Oh man, yeah, just be just ridiculous. I mean, honestly, I do like the idea, but it does make, this makes the phone redundant. Like how in The Sims, of course, because like how, you could find a job by having to pick up a paper every day, but you could also just start by sacrificing having a fridge by having a computer so you can find the job earlier.
Oh no, but in Sims 4 they kind of got rid of all that and you can just do it by phone.
Yeah,
everyone has a smartphone on them.
Yeah, which I do like that when they break their smartphone in the menu.
Yeah.
it does show the cracks. It's just like, oh, right, cool. They've done what we all do every day.
I
They
don't.
dropped
It's
it.
great.
My phone's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine'll be fine until about 1 month before upgrading, then I'll just accidentally drop it and just the whole screen will just fly out of my face. I can see it now. But yeah. So yeah, Sims. If you wanna do that and you wanna mess with stuff, go for it. Let's move on to. We'll skip the Star Wars one for a second. Steph posted this one like an hour before the podcast. People are still modding Dragon Age Origins.
Yes.
And
Can you really call this one a mod? Because all he's done is fix the bugs, restored the hidden dialogue, which I think they removed for the PC version, and the story choices, which they also, I believe, removed from the PCs.
Well,
Yeah.
they've modified the game, so it is a mod by definition.
It's basically going through the command and turning everything on.
Yeah, true. So this is the story that from Eurogamer.
This is a story all about how my life could flip turned upside down.
If you'd like to take a moment, just sit right there while I mod your Dragon Age Origins, so you don't despair.
Oh my God,
yeah.
Rap God Ryan is back.
Whoa! So yeah,
Yeah,
so
we'll never make
this,
that epic song again.
Yeah, no, it will never. No, we will never, ever have our Top Gear parody song of Mercedes-Benz.
Oh.
It will just never happen. And it's gone because it'll be now a Grand Tour version of the Mercedes-Benz
True.
song.
Yeah.
So yeah. So the modder called Quinn on Nexus Mods has done a 790 bug fix and other packs for Dragon Age Origins. And considering I'm actually on and off playing Origins at the moment, I may give that a shot. See how it affects EA's Origin and Steam. Which are both just sat there going, oh look, you've both got this game, you've got it. Do you want to save? Oh no, and it's breaking all over the place. If I can fix the problem at the moment that is causing the blood of the characters to go out into a perfect square and then just like glitch out of existence.
I never had that issue.
It's probably something to do with DirectX, but oh well. But yeah. So that's
I
that's
still
maybe
think
a reason to go back to
the Origin
Origins.
is the best Dragon Age.
Wait, what?
You don't say.
I'm saying,
What
Say that again, Darius.
yeah, I'm just saying that I think personally the Origin is the best Dragon Age game.
I think they've got. I think they're all the same. To me, there's not really a favourite.
Mm.
Number 3, I kind of lost more interest in now, because it really
Yeah.
kind of went, find this, and it's like, well, where the fuck is this?
Mm.
You don't even
Yeah.
tell me where it is or anything else. Now I just have to wander around, speak to random NPCs, and hopefully I run into it sooner or later.
Mm. Yeah, but I guess I like the exploration part of a Dragon Age game, and 2 would have been fine if it actually had the exploration, but you were sat there in Kirkwall just the entire time and going to oh look, now
The
go
Outlands.
to this cave, and it's the exact same cave as the one that you went on to
Oh
in
yeah,
Act
that
before.
that was something I kind of didn't like with number 2, but I kind of expected it more because it wasn't
Yeah.
a country you're doing. It was basically a city and the outskirts of the city.
Yeah. So, but we'll see what happens. This might give me a bit more, confidence on EA. So yeah, we'll move on. Oh no, wait, I've not got any confidence in EA anymore.
No, there's none for
I was
me.
about to say, when did you have it?
Yeah, last story here. EA's open world Star Wars game canned in favour of smaller project. You can't really get much smaller, EA. You can't. I mean, stop cancelling all these Star Wars games. I mean, I really was looking forward to Star Wars 1313,
Yes.
the one where you could play as the bounty hunter in
Yeah.
Coruscant. And no, they just, it was near completion, and they just went, nah. And they're doing the same. So EA basically aren't learning. They're trying to find a small scale Star Wars game that they can monetize the shit out of. It's just true.
Well, the
you
truth
know,
is, we need a good Star Wars game.
We just need EA to lose the
What
license,
happened
as far as
to
I'm concerned.
Star Wars Online thing?
I'm kind of with Steven.
Mm.
I hope EA
Um,
just cancels itself.
Well, they're doing enough to burn
Yeah, cancel-
themselves into the ground, so why not?
cancel itself in favour of a smaller project.
Cancel EA.
Yeah, but which Star Wars Online are you looking at here, Steph? You mean Knights of the Old Republic?
The one where everyone got to play with like everyone else, and it was either you were a Sith or a Jedi.
Yeah, so that's the Old Republic.
Oh, is
It's
that the
still
Old
going. It's free to play with massive restrictions.
Fair enough.
Massive ones.
Yeah, massive restrictions. I can't emphasize that anymore. But yeah,
You could.
It's also got world scaling, but the world scaling doesn't work as well as other games where world scaling does. Personally, but there are other Star Wars Online games. Star Wars Galaxies just died. But yeah, I mean EA are all known. They've made 2 failed Star Wars Battlefront games now. Why have Lucasfilms not dropped them?
Well,
I
Luke,
dropped you
why
like
have
a
they-
wrecking ball.
Then because they cannot.
I mean, they can.
Well, if
Yeah,
if they sign like the agreement, a contract.
Yeah, but they're owned. Yeah, but Lucasfilm is owned by the overlords at Disney, and Disney, if Disney says they want them out,
Yeah, Disney
take
just
them
go,
out.
there's the money, bye.
Yeah.
We paid.
All it takes is Donald Duck walking in with his Glock 9. You know.
What do you mean Donald Duck? You need Scrooge McDuck. Just walks in with his bag of
Oh,
cash and goes,
Scrooge McDuck
bye!
does-
He's making a
bought-
reference, Stefan.
just send in Mickey Mouse. It'll be alright.
Yeah, send in
Kingdom
Mickey
Hearts
Mouse.
3.
It's probably better.
You know the thing in Kingdom Hearts 3 where Donald Duck has got a clock.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I don't remember that bit.
It's
Oh,
a
there's-
picture.
Go ahead and Google image search that.
I Google so much,
Just
I'm not
Donald
Googling
Duck
that.
gone.
But yeah, so I remember, there was supposed to be this massive open world, game, and I heard that it was going to be scaled down a little bit. But they've scaled down that, so it's like, what the hell? This is apparently nothing to do with Respawn's Jedi Fallen Order, by the way, which was, according to Eurogamer, which was not cancelled yet the last time we checked. So yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, this is all. Personally, I feel this is all just going to go to Star Wars Battlefront 3. That will probably require season passes, end passes, and loot boxes just to throw them all in.
Probably.
But EA, I agree with Tom Phillips, the article writer of this one. Can one of these games actually come out? Like, can
finished.
EA actually just go, let's just bring a game out? Yeah, but we can't put loot boxes in it. Oh, shit. Right, okay, scrap it. Off we go. So
It's like, is this
Yeah,
game
sorry,
ready
that
to
was
go out? Almost. Can we put loot boxes in it? No. That does not compute.
Scrap it.
Does not
Scrap it.
compute. Error.
yeah, it's just mad. Oh, Steve, you put it in, didn't you?
Yeah.
There it is. For the benefit of people listening to the podcast at the moment, there's Donald Duck, eyeing you down.
With a gun. In our WhatsApp group.
Quack.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, on a WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Oh, I
As
was
in
about
the
to say,
WhatsApp
my
It's
phone's
like, it's
nowhere
not
near me.
anywhere on the
Quack,
Discord.
quack.
Yeah, that's what I was looking.
Yeah.
I'm now looking through the Discord. It's not in general. It's not in.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
putting it in? No. Is it in Rhythm? No. Is it in? But no.
Yeah. So I think we will wrap off this podcast by just saying quack quack motherfucker.
Yeah. That's going to have to be the title now. Isn't it?
Quack, quack.
So then that's so yeah, that was the Immaterial Gamers podcast. We do hope you
Quack, quack.
enjoyed listening to this slightly crazy episode, and
And I will watch.
Between all the
Canada.
people and the technical difficulties and the crazy long startup, man, this
I
was
hope
a very
it will be
interesting
not be in
podcast.
the DLC.
Oh, they've got to pay
Ah.
$5 extra for that.
yeah, Yeah, if you want to listen to the
Outtakes
if you want
and
to listen to the
everything.
cut out parts, you will need to purchase the subscriber pack. That'll be available on no stores whatsoever, and will cost about 1 million souls.
Yeah, no stores.
So,
You actually have
yeah.
to like talk to us physically and like send us money through the mail, cash only,
Yeah,
cash
yeah,
only.
cash on delivery.
snail mail.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just Mission Impossible your ass. Yeah. If you did like this, and oof,
Like, subscribe, and give us the thumbs.
yeah. So so do the likey, share, subscribe thing, and the thumbs, like Steph said, and also use the bell. And then we also have the Apple Podcast, and the other stuff. We got the website. Everything will be in the description if you're listening to this on YouTube, and everywhere else. And until that time. Thank you very much to Darius, Duncan, Steph, Steve, and myself for getting through this.
You
and,
can't thank yourself. That's not how that
Yeah,
works.
that's not how it works.
Oh.
Why do I feel like
wish
you missed someone?
No,
I
I
don't
named
think you
everyone.
did, but it felt like you missed someone.
He just went really
Yeah.
quick because he's efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And until next time, have a good week. Please, for God's sake, don't kill each other.
Exactly.
And this podcast
Unless you do
will
so
self-destruct
in a
5
battle
seconds.
between pirate ships and tanks. That's totally acceptable because that would be awesome.
Yeah, perfect.
At least record
Goodbye.
it and send it us.
Yeah. Right.
Alright.
Have a good one, guys.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye,
Bye bye.
everyone.
See you later, ladies.